What's up, babes? It's Carlisa Victoria back with yet another video. So we are back with a reset routine. So girlies and guys, here's what's happening tonight. So I had a successful corporate America meeting. I love them, okay? Regardless of where I end up being in my life, I'm always gonna love them, okay? Because they literally are bomb.com. I literally came across some amazing people over the last like 4 or 5 years with this specific company, and long story short, they got my back. I got their back. And it's always going to be like that. Okay? Period. Period. But anyway, corporate America went well. So let me tell y'all, we got to do an update / catch up. Don't judge me, sis, but I'm finishing the rest of that coffee that I didn't finish from earlier. Does anybody care to ask what time it is at night? Glad y'all saved it. It's like 7 something at night and I'm drinking coffee, which means I'm gonna be up all night, which is perfectly fine because your girl got a lot of work to get done. So look, what I'm planning to do tonight is to clean the kitchen. Y'all know how the kitchen clean go. Well, I've already cleaned the dishes. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing tonight is cleaning the kitchen. I wanted to clean the bathroom, but I think the bathroom might take me longer, not because there's much to do, but because there's paint splatter on the floor from when I painted the bathroom a couple weeks ago, and I'm not too sure what it's going to take to get that paint up. So I'm gonna have to think about what can I get to get the paint splatter. I thought about putting like, you know, spraying it with like, I don't know, cleaning solution and letting it foam and seeing if it'll remove itself. But girl, I don't know, I might have to get down there and try to scrub the floors. So long story short, that's that. I wanted to clean the bathroom and clean the kitchen tonight because I think both of them desperately need cleaning. The kitchen is not really dirty. It's just, it needs to be wiped down. Like, it's not like, let me say, the kitchen's not really like a lot that needs to be done, but it does need to be done. So for what I'm about to do with the kitchen is, I have this bone broth. This is just so random, but I'm making an additional video on my updated routine, bossing up that girl, etc. I wanted to share with y'all this book because you guys know bone broth is like a really good thing to keep your bones nice, strong, and healthy and keep those joints rejuvenated. So y'all know that your girl want to get back to working out so we can be slim thick with your cute. Well, y'all know what I'm saying. I wanted to be slim thick with your cute. I want to be cute or whatever. So your girl want to be cute or whatever. So what's going to be happening is I'm actually going to be jumping on Amazon tonight. I'm going to sit up here at the counter once I wipe everything down, and I'm going to jump on Amazon and see if I can find some home decor. So let me tell y'all what's tea. So basically what's tea is I've been wanting to move. I've been saying this for a long time, and the opportunity has presented itself, but I don't know if the opportunity is actually going to be fulfilled for various reasons that I'm not going to go into. But in the event that I don't get to move and I'm staying in the same spot, that's fine. We're just going to set them goals to be where I'm at. Part of me is having a debate within myself that you only live once. So if there's somewhere that you really want to live, there's somewhere that you really want to experience, go do that. Don't let nothing hold you back. Price, oh, it's expensive. Okay, I got expensive taste. I'll hustle to be there. But you only live once, and I'm stuck between that battle. Obviously, the choice is not mine. There's a lot of other people who want this property. It's very high in demand. So if that doesn't happen, that's fine, because I still have aspirations to potentially be there at some point. I'm not tripping on that at all. However, if that doesn't work, I'm going to stay put. And if I stay put, that means that I still need to stick with that same plan. Because part of me is like, girl, you know, you really want to be where you want to be, but you might need to stay put because you already have a vision for the vision. So by moving, not only will you be spending more money to be where you want to be, which is not the problem, but you can really be wealth distributing in so many different other areas instead of that specific area. Like, I can basically position myself in a better position by simply staying put. As much as I know that sometimes our mind is fighting with our desires of, I know this, but I want this. And I think for me, it always sums back to, I lost so many people in my life. I have literally lost so many people to death in my life that I see how short life is. 1 minute you're talking to somebody, 1 minute you're laughing about, oh, we need to go do this, and then the next minute you find out they're dead. Like, I know I've been through so many things that I don't talk about. And I think through each of those situations that I've experienced, the number one thing that I always am able to pull from those experiences is live your life like it's your last. Live it like it's your last day, because you don't know when it is. And if you sit here and you hold yourself back from the things that you're interested in and the opportunities that you can be afforded simply because, oh, well, I need to wait until I'm 45 years old before I can live like this, or I live here, or I need to wait until next year. Next year is not promised. The next breath's not promised. Age 45 for me is not promised. So in the end of the day, I think you know, and I'm an Aquarius. So if you're an Aquarius, you know what I'm saying, baby. But I just have that part of me that's like, make it make sense. But I also have that part of me of, you only live once. So that my sister already knows, like, don't call me and ask me about should you get this shoe or this shoe, because I'm gonna tell you to get both, because YOLO. She already know that. I'm gonna say it every time. Girl, get both, because you only live once. She's like, look. I'm like, am I lying? But at the same time, it's just that thing of like, for me, I'm bossing up. I'm becoming the better version of myself. I'm doing the things that I need to do to be successful. How many calories are in this? I'm sorry, that was a random. It tells me the grams, but does it tell me how many calories are in here? 70. I only had a half an avocado toast today, and I'm debating if I should have. I think I should have another one. I'm gonna have another one. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'm gonna have another one. I just want to make sure that your girl is not like lacking food because I didn't eat enough. Like, yeah, I'm trying to lose weight, but at the same time, I don't want to be, if you undereat so much, like, granted, I've been drinking coffee and water and stuff during the day, so I haven't been that hungry, but at the same time, you can't do yourself like that. You cannot do yourself like that, because I did have kimchi noodles today as well. Those are only like 300 calories, so even by me eating the kimchi noodles from today, I think they're like 350, 360 calories. Do I have the paper? Hold on. Like I said, 360 calories. And then these pieces of bread, these are sourdough breads, but the calories is 70. So this will be my second avocado toast today. So that's about 140. So between 2 pieces of bread and that's only 500 calories for the day. Mind you, I've also had coffee with creamer. And then I had a little bit of a matcha earlier, just a little bit. And I had an avocado, which my avocado, I had a small avocado cut in half, but now I'm about to eat the rest of that, so it's gonna be a whole. So altogether, I probably not ate about 600 calories today, which is still a deficit. 600, I would say, to maybe 700 calories is all I had today between drinks, food, all that. So I'm gonna actually take my pitcher of water out because I need to finish this, and I'm gonna pour my other water over this because I think I'm like lacking in my water intake. I should have bought some lemons, didn't. But I'm gonna go ahead and toast this while I'm talking to y'all. And I'm just gonna have me another avocado toast like I stated. Let me kind of bend this down a little bit, fold it a little bit, because sometimes it don't be getting the whole piece of bread. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. You gotta make sure that sourdough is so long that it's hard to get the whole thing to actually fit. So let me push it down. So I'm gonna be eating that with the other half of avocado. But anyway, your girl is getting big, bossy, okay? So I guess I need to sit down and be real with myself. I've already done that, but I need to be real again and decide, okay, if you move here, what's the game plan? You know, obviously there's competition. Other people want to move there. This, like, where I want to move is like scarce. It's scarcity because there's not that many builds of where I want to move, and there's only one community of that build. So part of me is just like, I want to move there now, simply because it's going to be difficult to get in until something frees up, or if they start building somewhere else, which they haven't built nowhere else in the last years of that community, so no telling. But the other part of me is like, okay, I'm stuck at like, do you renew where you're at? Because let me rewind. So you guys know how we talk about investing and stuff like that. At one point I was planning on living here and then investing in owning where I live. And my owner changed his mind. When I first moved into this community, I moved in here with the intent to get a bigger space. Like I wanted a like 3-story one, right, in this neighborhood. And the smartest thing for me was to just move into a 1-bedroom, see if you like it for a year. If you don't like it, leave. If you like it, stay. And then a year came, and then boom, it swooped past me so quick. I was in year 2 renewal, and by the time I was in year 2 renewal, I was gonna plan to go to California that following year once the lease was up. Then boom, COVID came. Boom, job shut down. Boom, I got COVID, and boom, I thought I was gonna die. So then once I got past COVID, then it was the recovery, and then still feeling like I'm not recovering. It was harder to actually function the way that I needed to function, and then boom, in another year. You know what I mean? And then I decided, I'm gonna go ahead and stay put. I got my broker's license now, and I knew that I wanted to execute on that level because it's always been a part of my goal. I was gonna go and take that vision to California, but I'm like, it makes sense. I've always felt like it made sense to be successful where you're from, and then you can branch off in different places if you can afford to. You gotta leave a mark, you gotta leave a legacy where you're from, right? That's always been my philosophy. Those have been my goals. I'm not telling y'all that gotta be y'all philosophy or y'all goals, but that's always been mine. So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do, period. So, long story short, y'all, that's what I decided to do. So, so I'm feeling a lot better now that that I'm within the reach of what I want to do. I remember years ago just saying, I can't wait until I'm where I've always prayed and planned to be. I can't wait until I'm there. Now I'm right there in the realm of where I want to be. The only thing is really executing what I'm doing. So that's what my goals have been. That scared the crap out of me. I've been looking at it toast and it's still scaring me. So let me grab the plate that I was using. I already washed it. Hold on. So I'm gonna grab this same plate. Oh no, never mind, because it's still like wet from me washing it. Hold on. I hope y'all don't got an issue with me trying to get it together. Oh yeah, I got these a long time ago, I think from TJ Maxx. Don't quote me, but they hold your avocado. So when you open your avocado and you cut it and you don't eat it all, you can just put the other half in here and it holds. It's an avocado shaped avocado holder. These come in clutch. I have 2 of them. But what I'm gonna do right now, just to make things a little bit more simpler, is I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spread my avocado right onto my sourdough. So I toast my bread just for a little, I want a little crunch, you feel me? So I'm just gonna kind of just get this a little bit mashed. Normally I will put this in a container and like, you know, season it up the way I want it, but I'm just gonna put it right here in the tray that I'm using, because I don't want to create too many dishes because I've already cleaned the dishes. So I'm gonna put this in there, right? Oh, yeah, I'm put that in there, and then I'm gonna mash this like this, mash that like that, mash this like that, right? Mash, 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 and I'm gonna keep mashing, right? And that's what I'm doing. Continuing to mash. Right, I'm just mashing this up just for convenience sake, and all I'm gonna do is put some pink Himalayan salt. I'm gonna use Personally, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and spread this onto here. So if y'all want to see how I make my avocado toast, this is an easy way. I don't have any onions or anything like that, because if I did, I would have sliced up some onions, sauteed them a little bit, and then threw them into my guac. Now, let me shout out my sister real quick. She probably never gonna watch this video. Well, let me not say never. Sometimes she get caught up, and I be making so many videos, I don't think she watches them all. But let me tell you, I used to despise avocados. Like, even to this day, I can't eat it like how people eat it in wedges. I can't do it like that. I have to have it mashed on toast in order for me to get through it. So shout out to her, because she used to keep saying, you need to eat your avocados. And I was like, girl, mind your business. Let me eat what I eat, because I'm a very picky eater. Like, I never ate, I think even before I became vegan, I never was a bad eater. I ate fruits, I ate salads, I ate those things. So I loved eating like healthy options, but girl, avocado was just not it. And then when I became vegan, it's like, okay, certain things, you know, will expand your palate just by force, and certain things you would start to make yourself start doing because it's good for you, and you would probably eventually like it. Look how green and pretty that is. So that's what I did. That's so pretty. I can't even, baby, that's so pretty. But anyway, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, as I got older, oh yeah, but anyway, I started eating avocados because my sister used to always be like, I do put them in my smoothies because it does help with the creaminess, and I don't taste them, but they're good, healthy fats. And that's one of the reasons that I do eat avocados, because they're nice, healthy fats. And as a vegan, you got to figure out where you're getting your macros from if you're not going to be using meat. My protein and my protein shakes, my beans, my different things that give me protein intake. And then avocados are my fats. You know, macros is comprised of your carbs, your fats, and your protein, right? And then when it comes to fats, I might eat avocados for the healthy fats. But I might eat bread, sourdough, or wheat bread for the carbs. So you can literally get your macros no matter how you eat. But my sister used to get on me about them. And I said, girl. And then one day I just kept making myself eat it, even though I wasn't banging with it. Even gut guac wasn't good to me because I just wasn't with the texture. And then I started realizing, like, I can kind of handle it if I mash it. But if it's not mashed, I can't just eat it like y'all be eating it like it's a boiled egg. Like, no. Now, let me tell you, the pepper flakes, as a young girl, I did like spicy foods. But as I got older, I don't really like spicy food like that. And you might be thinking, girl, how you don't like spicy food and you're using pepper flakes? Well, my grandmother, rest in peace, used to love crushed pepper flakes on pizza, on all her like foods, right? And she can cook. And she used to just be using pepper flakes on a lot of stuff. She liked spicy. So I always kept pepper flakes because they're also a reminder of her for me. So there's days that I just buy pepper flakes because I'd like keep them in my supply because I know my grandmother used to like them. And then I'm going to, the same thing with the hot sauce. This hot sauce I really basically use for my vegan boils, but I had some left over. And I'm just gonna, it helps with the flavor because I don't know if y'all have ever tried this Tabasco before, but it's chipotle. So it's smoked chipotle. So it helps the smoky flavor with your foods, which I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on here. Well, I guess that went how it went. I'm gonna sprinkle some on there, right? And now I'm gonna just kind of mash it in also so it can be consistent. But that smoke helps with the flavor, and that's just because I have it in the house right now. That's why I'm using it, but I don't buy it for my avocado toast. And then I'm gonna use everything but the bagel seasoning. If you ever had an everything bagel, then you know my very first everything bagel came from one of my mentors. He's super cool, but I was taking a test, and I remember after the test that I passed, he was in the parking lot with an everything bagel for me saying congratulations. That was my first time ever having an everything bagel. I knew they existed, but I was more of I buy plain bagels. So I got the taste what an everything bagel was, and that was years ago. And ever since then, when I don't buy the bagels, because I don't buy them all the time, because I don't buy bread all the time unless I have avocado toast or some type of plan for the bread, like a vegan egg sandwich or whatever with just egg. But I don't just have bread every week. Like this week, I said, I'm gonna buy a loaf of bread, which it was this amount with 2 more, but I already ate one, and then I'm eating this one, and then all that, right? But I also bought a bag for $3 of all these avocados. So I knew that I would have avocados to go with my toast. So then the everything but the bagel seasoning actually spun out from the bagels. As you know, they're called everything but the bagel seasoning. So it's the seasoning but the bagel, without the bagel. So I'm sprinkling some of those on there, little sesames on there. And then I want to show y'all, I'm not going to put any on here because I've already put pink Himalayan salt, but I want to show y'all my smoked salt. Baby, this is good. This is my premium smoked salt. Not pepper, smoked salt. This adds flavors to your food. I got this from Ross a while ago, and it's from the brand called the Spice Lab, so I'm pretty sure you can find it online. But smoked salt is a force to be reckoned with, baby, because you can literally put a little bit of that in your stuff, and it's going to go a long way, but it definitely helps add flavor. If you're a meat eater or you like smoked taste to stuff, you might want to look at the Chipotle Tabasco, because I think it'll spice your foods up for you. And then you might want to look at the premium smoked salt, because it might add some flavors. So when y'all out there on the grill, sprinkle you some smoked salt once you start doing all your seasoning for how you gonna season. But chef's kiss. This avocado toast is banging. I'm not even making it up. Banging. But anyway, I feel like I done went on so many tangents and brought it back. If you still rocking with me in this video, you're the real MVP. Because I know some of y'all probably like, log out. Sis is talking too much. But I love these type of videos because they're super random updates. And I'm able to talk to y'all. Like, basically, I'm able to divulge what's going on in my life. So, long story short, if I end up not moving where I want to move, because I still do want to move there, like, the only difference between living there and living here is that has to do with me, is it just will make me like have to boss up even more than what I'm already doing now, which is fine because that was always the goal. But if I stay here, I feel like I can execute a lot of things quicker. I can do a lot of things real fast, faster than I would probably be able to do them if I did move. I would be able to do them when I move, but it might take a little bit longer. This is so good. This is fire. Some days I want avocado toast. Other days I'm like, but what if I don't want it no more? Like throughout the week, it's gonna be a waste of products. At least waste of bread. Not so much avocados because I can put those in my smoothies, but this is good. I could put this on somebody's menu, baby. Yo, I could put this on somebody's menu. It is so fire. And that little crunch that y'all just heard, that's what I live for, baby. The crunch. Like if you're looking for a breakfast alternative or even lunch, dinner, because avocado toast can be eaten at any time of the day. I kid you not. You can't even buy a fast food meal that's gonna be that cheap. This bag of avocados. Now remember, there was 2 more pieces of bread in here before I ate them. And then there was 1 avocado more in here before I ate it. This was $3 and something. This whole bag was $3 and something. I already had seasonings at home. $6. Together, that was $6. Do you know you can pull into your local McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or something like that and you still not gonna be spending $6 for a full meal? And then even if you pulled through the Chick-fil-A or something like that, baby, that's only 1 meal. You're gonna be hungry in a few hours. At least you know that right there can cover breakfast, lunch, or dinner throughout the week. If you only wanted to eat avocado toast for breakfast for the week, Let me see how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there was a total of 8 slices in here. There's only 7 days in the week. You can eat avocado toast for breakfast every day of the week, and you still would have only spent $6 for your breakfast. That's how you have to plan to eat. But like I said, I know this video is going pretty long, but long story short, I'm gonna be up tonight. Right now, I know I said I wanted to clean the kitchen, which I think I'm still gonna do. I might give the courtesy of doing the dishes that I just ate from real quick, so I'm not up super late and people hear me throwing dishes, like washing dishes, like while they trying to sleep through the wall. However, this is so bad. I think I'm gonna get back to cleaning my room because that's what I was doing. I'm getting all the clothes up. Break. So that's pretty much where your girl is when it comes down to bossing up in business. I took Bricks outside, but I think I'm gonna take him back outside because I think he gotta go to the bathroom again now. Bricks. But anyway, the boss up is real. Okay? The boss up is completely real. Your girl's gonna be doing whatever is needed to be successful. So it's pretty much where I'm at right now with everything. Life has been great. It's been amazing. I mean, obviously things happen and we gotta boss up and get it together, and it is what it is. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I think he gotta go to the bathroom because he did eat and he didn't go when we went outside, and now I'm starting to think he blowing his breath and shifting his body because he gotta really go now. So yeah, so I'll be getting it together in terms of that. I'm not gonna be showing y'all what I'm doing today, but tomorrow's vlog is gonna be really good because tomorrow could be payday for me from corporate America. Or Friday could be payday. I don't know how it's gonna go down because my bank be acting a little fugazi. So it's either tomorrow or Friday, and I already have it set up for Friday to make a payment to certain accounts. So remember I told you guys I was gonna be showing you guys personally how to boss up, how to bring back that vibe. So I have accounts, and I'm keeping it real transparent with y'all, accounts that might have gone downhill, downward spiral during the time I got sick with COVID. And I feel like all of this stuff hit a decline at the same time. Though the balances are not high, though there was a decline at one time, I'm picking that decline back up, which is not gonna take me long. I told you some stuff I could have paid off in the same day, but really I'm not trying to do same day payments. I'm trying to do, hey, I called you, I made a commitment, or hey, I set up an arrangement, and now I'm following through with the arrangement. You see what I'm saying? So that's what my goals have been for improving the things that I need to improve. It's not that many things. And let me tell you, your girl it's literally top priority. I'm gonna make another Play-Doh's run, not tonight, maybe tomorrow or Friday. When I make that run, even those types of things by reselling and selling and things like that, I'm taking that money that I'm making and adding it to something that has to do with my goals. So if I'm making $100 from Play-Doh's, I'm taking $100 and I'm thinking, I could put this bill, I could put this bill, and that's how I'm breaking it down. So for me, it's more about showing you guys. I think it's easy for people to start making it, or to become successful, or to become everything that they dreamed of or want to be or manifested. It's so easy to just tell y'all what is what I did, and then I was successful. But it's different when you actually showing people how you can be successful too. I might not show y'all the ins and outs of the account numbers and the details, but by me telling you the strategies and the structure and the discipline and the consistency, it will help you to be structured and disciplined as well. And I'm just throwing numbers out there, but if your check is $100, fill your gas tank up, put a little bit. I'm just telling you how to break down $100, right? Fill your gas tank up. If your gas tank takes $25, which we know right now, unless you got a smart car, baby, that might not be true. But if your car takes $25, put $25. You got $75 left. Maybe you should put maybe $10 aside just in case you decide to eat out for the week. That brings you to $65, right? You might decide within $10, I want to go to Starbucks. I want to get like 3 Polar Pops in the week because they're all $1, and then that brings you to $65. Then you might say, well, let me just stash 15 away in case I have to pick up an extra shift or in case I have to go somewhere further. I can add a little bit to the gas tank, right? So that takes you from 65 to 40, right? Or 65 to 50, it'll take you down to. So now you're at $50. You're like, dang, I got $50. I was eyeing this little t-shirt from Ross that was $10. You might want to pick that up because I feel like treat yourself. Treat yourself. If you're working for it, treat yourself. So that brings you to 40. Now you got $40 and you really don't need to spend it, but you're itching to spend it. Go ahead and invest in yourself. Maybe throw some in an investment account for like, put $10, $20 in your little investment account and maybe take that rest of that money, that $20 that you have left, and say, hey, let me just throw this to this bill, or hey, let me throw this to this balance. Small balances is what will make larger and larger payments. So if you have a $300 balance and you're like, well, I'm only making $300 a week, and I'm just throwing numbers out there, right? And that, say that's your only income. Well, you might not want to throw your whole $300 to that $300 balance, but if you break down that $300 balance into, say, I don't know, like 5 payments or whatever, right? So then now you might spend $60 out of your $300 for 3 weeks. You see what I'm saying? You take $60, you know what I mean, to pay your $300 balance. You could set up 5 payments. If you get paid weekly, you could be taking $60 weekly. 6 times 5 is 30. Add an extra 0, that's 300. So you could be spending it like that. Now, I'm not here to tell you how to run your stuff and do your business, but I'm just telling you that there is a way to get what you want. It might not be in the order, the fashion, the speed that you want, but it exists. So if you want to be successful, if you want to do great, be great, it don't happen overnight, boo-boo. Let me be the first one to tell you, because the people out here acting like, oh, you want to see how I got rich overnight? Yes, boo. Did you hit the lottery? Because we would like to see. Oh, you didn't. So how did it happen overnight? Of course, not the world we live in, people are going viral and blowing up. I'm not talking about that, right? Because that can happen to anyone at any time. But when you're truly trying to become your better version of yourself, you're trying to be successful, you need to be setting out the goals. You need to be setting the vision, or you need to know the vision. You need to set the goals. You need to execute. Because too often we talk so much about law of attraction and we talk so much about manifesting, but what are you doing to get to those things? Where is the action? Okay, because we're expecting results with no action. If you are not putting forth the action, how do you expect to get results? So I'm going to encourage you guys to take today, tonight, write out those goals. Figure out what is it that's holding you back from you. And if it's not a hold back, how can you improve yourself? Because right now, I feel like the things that I'm fixing is not holding me back from the next level per se, because I'm already within where I'm trying to be. It's just now elevating me and putting me in a better situation. You know, like, yeah, I can pay this balance. Yeah, I can do this, I can do that, but I still have the same place that I'm living in. So even if that becomes like oh, but you need to do this in order to move here. Okay, but I don't have to leave here. I want to leave here. You know what I mean? So in the end of the day, you have to think about things like that. Sometimes what you want is not what you need at the moment, and sometimes what you want is not what's going to happen at the moment. So how do you roll with the punches is what you need to figure out. But I can assure you, if you're somebody like me, and I said this in several of my videos, and you decided to go back to corporate America to incorporate it into leveraging your entrepreneurship, or even to just get back around positive spirits and just be motivated again, whatever your situation was, you need to make sure that the goals are set. Because say that you are somebody who's a business body and you're like, I'm a business babe, I'm a business bro, and you're going back to corporate America to leverage your business, or maybe to even put money in bank to save. Well, at the end of the day, if you don't have the goals set, baby, you're going to just be there too long. It's one thing to be there at the time that you need to be there for the goals that you have set. It's another thing to be there and stay there and never even accomplish what you set out to accomplish. So all I'm saying is set the goals. And once the goals are accomplished, who knows? Maybe you want to stay put. That's fine. But make sure that the goals are set, or you're going to find yourself in a cat mouse trap all the freaking time, and you're going to be annoyed. So I would encourage you, boss it up, step it up, and understand that life only gets better when you get better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I talked about 35 minutes long. Bear with your girl. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Road to 900. Shout out to Ethan, because yes, Road to 900 as you stated. Can't wait to see me get there. Thank you guys so much for your support. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I think I filled y'all in on the updates. I weighed in at 159 again today. It's been like my weight for the whole week. And I think that's pretty much it. See y'all in the next video.